Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
Shalom, family. Good to see you all here. Hope you're doing well. Well, listen, it was announced about a week ago that Elon became a trillionaire. Well, it's not even a week later, and he's not a trillionaire anymore. His SpaceX stocks lost so much value. And see, y'all, all of this is market manipulation. That's what it all is at the end of the day. Why do you think Donald Trump keep coming in the media talking about, oh, we're working on a peace deal? Because then he knows everything goes in the green. And him and his rich buddies all make all kinds of billions of dollars. And when things are not going well and bombing is going on with Iran, everything goes in the red. Everything is heavily manipulated. Even when it comes down to Elon, it's heavily manipulated. So his stocks about a week ago for SpaceX was $135 per share. It is almost cut in half a week later. Why would it plummet so fast? So fast. He lost $600 billion in under a week. You know, that is like insane for a stock to plummet that fast. Usually, you know, you would think maybe a few months from now you might see some downshift. Not a week. Not a week. And y'all, the only reason why Elon is a trillionaire is because he helped Donald Trump win the election. That's what this is all about. He helped Donald Trump, so Donald Trump turned around and helped him. But at the end of the day, it's all market manipulation. And a lot of people invested in SpaceX, you know, especially when the IPO came out and he made the stock market with SpaceX. A lot of people poured money into it. And a week later, some of those people have lost every dime they put into SpaceX. Does this even make any sense? You know, let's just be real, y'all. As long as the Gentiles are running this system, you better proceed with caution. Seriously, you better proceed with caution. Anything that looks good to them, be wary of it because it just looks good on the surface. But at the end of the day, you are not going to make anything. You're not going to make anything. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Thank you.
SpaceX ran from $135 at the IPO to $225 in just a few days. Today, it's around $165. That means SpaceX is already down about 26% from its all-time high in only 6 days. So what happened? First, SpaceX announced a $60 billion all-stock deal to buy an AI coding tool called Cursor. But here's the part many people missed. SpaceX didn't write a check. they issued more shares. So if you bought SpaceX in the open market, your piece of the company just got smaller. That's called dilution. Second, just days after raising $75 billion from the IPO and committing $60 billion to Cursor, Bloomberg reported that SpaceX was preparing to issue at least $20 billion in unsecured bonds. That will be SpaceX's first public debt offering. In plain English, SpaceX may be asking investors to loan the company another $20 billion. Third, the options market has been made available on the SpaceX stock. Options are contracts that let people make money if the stock goes up or down. Before options started trading, most of the attention was on people buying SpaceX because they thought it would keep going up. Now traders have an easier way to profit if SpaceX falls, and that changes the game. Fourth, the losses are ugly. SpaceX lost $4.28 billion in Q1. A big reason is XAI. This is Elon Musk's artificial intelligence company that was folded into SpaceX. That part of the business is spending a lot of money and losing a lot of money. And here's the biggest danger. Only about 4 to 5% of the shares are trading right now. The rest are locked up, which means insiders cannot sell them yet. But later this year, especially in December, many of those locked shares will become available to sell. And when a lot more shares hit the market, the price can drop if there are not enough buyers. So SpaceX may be a great company. Elon may still be a genius, but that does not mean the stock was worth chasing at any price. So let me ask you, did people buy SpaceX because they understood the business or because they were scared of missing out?
Elon Musk's SpaceX stock plunged and wiped out nearly $600 billion over the last 2 days because of a deal they did that spooked investors. The sell-off occurred when SpaceX announced they were buying the AI coding startup Cursor for an all-stock $60 billion deal. This would lead to a 3.4% dilution in stock, and investors started pulling out. But the kicker is Elon Musk is still a trillionaire because his Tesla stock has done well, even though this is happening. But here's what's really wild about all this. Susquehanna analyst Chris Murphy believes that there is a 15% chance the stock will lose over half its value over the next 3 months. So yeah, analysts are saying that the SpaceX stock could drop to half of what it is right now in 3 months. Murphy says this would be due to option trades. Let me know what you all think about this in the comments. Like, share, spread the word, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you back here for the 411.
Why do you think your portfolios are going down today, whether it's crypto or stocks? Well, let's talk about it. Tech's down. AI's down. Oh, guess what's down for four trading days in a row? That's right. Your beautiful overhyped SpaceX. SpaceX is down $600 billion. Repeat that. SpaceX is down $600 billion. People are selling. Why? Because they came to the realization that they were in it just for a trade, make some money and get out. And if you don't have a lockup, you can do that. But the people with the lockups are getting royally screwed. Don't ever go into an IPO with a lockup, because this is what happens. So when those lockups end, okay, when they end, another couple of days for the 15-day, 30 days, 60 days, are some taking the hit? Are some going to say, okay, I just won't invest in the next IPO. I'll take that, I'll take that hit in selling? Maybe. But $600 billion, and it hasn't even been 14, 15 business days yet. Why is this happening to Tesla, and why is it affecting the rest of the market when you have a record-breaking IPO that sucks a lot of liquidity out in the first place, and they see that project going down, 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 down? It's dragging the market down, 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 down. They're going to be selling, selling, selling. Will tech and AI go back up. I don't think it's a bubble bursting type thing. I don't at all. The numbers aren't there. It is affecting crypto. It's affecting all of crypto. It didn't affect crypto when it was going up, because crypto didn't go up. But now that it's going down, down, so is crypto. It's affecting it. It's a terrible, terrible deal there. But that IPO drain sucked, and everybody is watching it. The liquidity of it. Things will turn around. I think Tesla will continue to drop. Why? Well, let's look at the facts. Their revenue was $19 billion last year, and their profit almost negative $5 billion. They made zero money. In fact, they lost billions and billions of dollars. And you, the IPO investor, did one stupid thing. You didn't listen to people telling you this is an insane amount of money. The valuation is way too high. God bless you. We'll see you next time.
I said I wasn't buying SpaceX, and what just happened explains my call even more. SpaceX is down for a third straight day, recording its lowest level since its post-IPO peak. The sell-off was so bad that it's the second biggest valuation wipeout on record. The stock went down as the company said it wants to borrow $20 billion to fund Elon's AI bet. But that's not even the biggest issue. As soon as August, SpaceX pre-IPO shareholders will be allowed to sell some of their shares. And why not? Even its employees are already millionaires on paper. If you bought the IPO hype, expect a wild ride, at least in the short term. We talk about SpaceX and many more on our broadcast channels, so join the conversation and be a part of our community.
Elon Musk has lost his trillionaire status. Yes, you may recall he recently became a trillionaire because of the IPO of SpaceX. You may also remember at that time, I also did a video saying it was a trap. The valuation on SpaceX is way exceeded what it actually is. And a lot of people have cottoned on to this. Not my video, obviously, but the valuation of SpaceX is just not valuable. And so as a result of that, the shares in SpaceX have lost over 30% of their value in the last few days. So Elon Musk, no longer a trillionaire.
Oh, isn't that so sad? Isn't that so sad? You know I don't mean that. But I'm not surprised. The only thing Elon Musk is capable of doing is sending rockets up in the air that explode. He is definitely good at that. And he's also good at launching those Starlink satellites and they fall right back down to the earth. That's what he's really good at. He's not good at anything else. So I'm not surprised, y'all. You know, they really hyped up him being trillionaire. Oh, Elon just became a trillionaire. And now, as you can see, not even a week later, his company lost $600 billion. SpaceX lost $600 billion in 3 days. That's like hemorrhaging money. Can you imagine that? I couldn't lose $600 billion in a lifetime if I had that money. But he lost that crazy amount of money in just 3 days. You know how many people that could have helped? You know how many people that could have helped that's really in need? And these folks just lose money and it's nothing to them. Unbelievable. You know, according to the word, the rich were the ones that were supposed to take care of the less fortunate. The rich in the Gentile world are selfish or they're behind the scenes trying to undermine the people that are not rich. That's about it. But expecting them to do the righteous thing is out of the question. They will never do it. Never. So, y'all, it is crazy for one man to be able to get $1 trillion contracts. And I mean, if you and I went to the government with no background, no experience, no nothing in space technology, AI, or anything, or, satellites, they wouldn't give us a dime. Elon went to them with no experience, no nothing, no background in any of these things, right? Even car technology, nothing. And he was able to get billions and billions and billions from the government. But I bet if it was us under the same circumstances, they would have every excuse not to give you the contract. Unbelievable. Yeah, and he's a foreigner on top of all of that. He's a foreigner. So they let this foreigner come in here, and he was not rich, really, when he came to this country. This government made Elon rich. They made him rich. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Thank you so much for being here. And I would like to thank Antithesis. Thank you so much for your super chat, Alcha, supporting. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate it. So, y'all, have a wonderful day. And just know that Elon is not a trillionaire anymore. And it only took 1 week to take it away from him. Shalom, family.